Acha, I think I'll begin now. So, hi everyone. This is हमारा 14th 13th वेबिनार जो मैंने होस्ट किया है. मेरे टीम ने और 3 और होस्ट किए हैं सेपरेटली. तो अराउंड 15 वेबिनार्स हम कर चुके हैं इस सीरीज में नुब्रा के एपीआईज पे. तो नुब्रा इज अ फुल स्केल ब्रोकर. हम लोग वी आर अ ब्रोकर जहाँ पे हमारे एक रिटेल प्लेटफॉर्म है. वी हैव अ रिटेल प्लेटफॉर्म कॉल्ड nubra.io where you could place trades from directly. Today's webinar is more focused on Nubra's APIs. So APIs are basically interface between an interface that you can directly connect with the exchange using thoda sa programming language if you know, or you could build even without knowing programming language. Abhi with ChatGPT and other LLMs, you could build your own dashboards, unique dashboards that you can use to place trades with. So you don't have to use broker terminals जो brokers देते हैं. वो terminals अभी हम लोग उसमें बाउंडेड नहीं है. हम अपना खुद का एक टर्मिनल बना सकते हैं और उससे ट्रेड कर सकते हैं. तो अगर आप एक स्कैल्पर हो और आपको यू वांट अ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ टर्मिनल फॉर स्कैल्पिंग, नाउ यू कैन मेक दोस टर्मिनल्स एज वेल. और इफ यू आर ऑप्शंस ट्रेडर बना सकते हो. तो आज का वेबिनार जो है वो इसी डैशबोर्ड पे है, पर मैं थोड़ा ट्राई करूंगा कि मैं खुद आपके साथ एक डैशबोर्ड बनाऊं ताकि आपको दिख जाए कि कितना इजी है डैशबोर्ड बनाना नुब्रा के एपीआईज के थ्रू. इसमें टेक्निकलिटी ज्यादा नहीं है बिकॉज मैं चैटजीपीटी ही यूज करूंगा, बट थोड़ा सा अगर कोडिंग नॉलेज हो तो इट हेल्प्स. So that's us. That is Nubra. We are a full-scale broker. So today's webinar is how to build real-time trading dashboards. वेबिनार थोड़ा डिफरेंटली करूंगा आज. बिफोर बाकी प्रीवियस वेबिनार्स में मैं थोड़े वीडियोस दिखाता था. दिस वेबिनार आई ट्राई एंड डू इट लाइव विद in the session. In hopefully 1 hour, I'll try to build a dashboard. So why build dashboards? As I said earlier कि हम सब ट्रेडर्स का स्टाइल थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. हम जो देखना चाहते हैं, जैसे ट्रेड करना चाहते हैं, डिफरेंट है. तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट कोई ऐसा एक टर्मिनल नहीं है जो दैट कैन सफाइज फॉर ऑल ट्रेडर्स. एंड सो अभी विद द पावर दैट वी हैव विद ChatGPT एंड Gemini एंड अदर LLMs, आप खुद का अपना एक यूनिक टर्मिनल बना सकते हो. आपको ऐसे टर्मिनल्स, सेट टर्मिनल्स यूज करने के अलावा आप खुद का अपना एक टर्मिनल बना सकते हो जिससे आप ट्रेड्स प्लेस कर सकते हो डायरेक्टली. तो हाउ डू यू स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ ट्रेडिंग टर्मिनल? तो ये वाला सेशन जो है वो ChatGPT का एक टूल है जो मैं यूज करूंगा. तो दिस इज अस, ट्रेडर और डेवलपर. हम लोग ChatGPT को एक प्रॉम्प्ट लिखते हैं कि ये टर्मिनल मुझे ऐसा एक डैशबोर्ड बनाना है. आई वांट टू बिल्ड अ डैशबोर्ड लाइक दिस. But how will the dashboard connect to the exchanges directly? How will it get market data? How will it place orders? How will it even get your portfolio analytics? तो वो इंटरफेस को कनेक्ट करने के लिए हमें इस एक्सचेंजेस से डायरेक्टली कनेक्ट करने के लिए यू नीड अ ब्रोकर इन बिटवीन विच इज अस नुब्रा, जो अपना खुद का एपीआई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी रिटेल क्लाइंट्स को एक्सपोज करता है. तो नुब्रा हैज एक्सपोज्ड इट्स एपीआई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर टू रिटेल क्लाइंट्स ताकि आप डायरेक्टली प्रोग्रामेटिकली ऑर्डर्स भेज सकते हो. तो स्ट्रैटेजी आप अपने साइड पे लिख सकते हो, कोड कर सकते हो, ChatGPT के थ्रू बना भी सकते हो, और वो स्ट्रैटेजी डायरेक्टली आप एक्सचेंजेस पे अभी डिप्लॉय भी कर सकते हो. तो दैट इज अस नुब्रा इन एज अ ब्रोकर इन बिटवीन, गिविंग डायरेक्ट लाइन फ्रॉम ट्रेडर्स टू द एक्सचेंज. तो दिस इज द NSE एंड BSE exchange. We have 2 exchanges अभी. MCX is in progress and it will take a couple of weeks to for MCX also to be available. Anytime someone wants me to change in speak in particular language, slow down and explain something, you can please stop me and ask me. It's free questions that you can ask during the webinar as well. So today's dashboard, I'll quickly show you the option chain dashboard that is there in this webinar, and then I'll go to try and build the option chain dashboard live in front of everyone so that आपको दिख जाए कि अगर ये easy है या hard है, आप खुद ही decide कर सकते हो उसके बाद. तो पहला जो मैं दिखाऊंगा ये ऑप्शन चेन वाला डैशबोर्ड दिखाऊंगा, एंड देन आई शो यू एग्जांपल्स ऑफ व्हाट एल्स यू कैन बिल्ड इन द सेम मेथड. आप एक्सेल का एक प्लगइन बना सकते हो, आप क्रोम एक्सटेंशंस बना सकते हो. तो पहला जो मैं फोकस करूंगा इज दिस ऑप्शन चेन डैशबोर्ड. आई विल शो यू अ वीडियो ऑफ द वॉल्यूम ब्रेकआउट, बट आई विल फोकस ऑन डूइंग द लाइव वन मोर. तो ऑप्शन चेन वाला डैशबोर्ड इज वेरी सिंपल. आई विल जस्ट गो टू द डैशबोर्ड डायरेक्टली instead of showing you the process. So this is how the dashboard looks. यहाँ पे मेरा लाइव ऑप्शन चेन है, ये मार्केट आज में हो रहा है, तो अभी लाइव टिक नहीं होगा, बट ऐसा एक डैशबोर्ड बनाएंगे अभी, ताकि टुमारो मॉर्निंग मे बी वी कैन सी द लाइव टिकिंग ऑफ डेटा। बिकॉज पोस्ट मार्केट आवर्स है, मुझे स्टैटिक डेटा यूज करना पड़ेगा, तो इस केस में मुझे स्नैपशॉट डेटा यूज करना पड़ेगा। बट आई ट्राई एंड बिल्ड अ डैशबोर्ड जहाँ पे हम ये स्ट्रैटेजीज यहाँ पे चूज कर सकते हैं, और स्ट्रैटेजीज के डेल्टा, टारगेट डेल्टा पे it can give me the leg pairs for that strategy. तो this is a slightly option specific dashboard. आप इसमें से कुछ भी बना सकते हो, आप वॉल्यूम रिकॉर्ड बना सकते हो, प्राइस रिकॉर्ड, कोई भी डैशबोर्ड बना सकते हो। तो जस्ट फॉर दिस वेबिनार आई प्ले दिस वीडियो अभी, जस्ट टू शो यू कि ये डैशबोर्ड हमने कैसे आई मीन क्या डैशबोर्ड बनाया है हमने यहाँ पे, और मैं उसका ट्राई करूंगा रिक्रिएट करने के लिए अभी लाइव, अभी इस लाइव वेबिनार में। तो यहाँ पे एक स्ट्रैटेजी है, हम लोग डिप्लॉय कर रहे हैं स्ट्रैटेजी को, तो यहाँ पे स्ट्रैटेजी डिप्लॉय हो गया। ये एक निफ्टी का स्ट्रैडल है जो पीएनएल भी अभी टिक हो रहा है डायरेक्टली, सो द पीएनएल इज आल्सो लाइव टिकिंग एंड द स्ट्रैडल इज लाइव, सो यू कैन सी हियर इन डैशबोर्ड, if I go to positions you can see the two positions are available and a PNL is also there. So this is the first trade that has been taken यहाँ पे, I'll just go ahead a bit so you can see the dashboard is changing its live data. We'll change the strategy now to some other strategy. And we'll deploy that strategy as well. So when you deploy it, it gets sent to the exchanges. So in this case, we are deploying it in the UAT environment. So in the UAT environment, when you deploy it, it goes to the UAT environment. So I'll just forward it a bit. So you can see the orders are coming here at the back. If I go to the executed, I can see iron butterfly is executed. When I go to portfolios, I can see the iron butterfly structure is here. So the iron butterfly has been deployed. So that's what this dashboard is, and you can track all your strategies from here. जो भी आपने positions लिए, आप यहाँ से ही square off कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसे dashboards बनाना भी बहुत easy हो गया. It's very easy to make these kind of dashboards where you can track the deltas, Greeks, and especially with Nubra APIs, जहाँ पे you get real-time Greeks as well. So it's very easy to deploy some of these dashboards that we are seeing here. So quickly you can change the instrument as well, and the option chain changes to that instrument, and then you can choose a strategy and get the pair legs here. You can choose which legs you want to trade in and track it and then deploy. So for today's webinar, I'll try and build something like this with a strategy and delta target. So let's see if I'm able to build something quickly. Usually building something like this takes a long time, but abhi LLM ke through you can do it very quickly. Before I go ahead, is there anyone who's asking any questions as such? Yes, it's necessary to open an account to use these APIs. I can, there are no custom paid service right now. I'll show you how to build these apps. English, I'll do it in English, yes. So, yeah, so I'll just quickly show you. So the first thing I want to show you is our documentation page. Yeah, I'll show from scratch, and hopefully I'll try and show an easier method to do it. So what we have here is, so when you go to ChatGPT, this is one part of ChatGPT, which is the chat interface. So यहाँ पे you have something called apps, and one of the apps that is there for ChatGPT is Codex. So once you install Codex, it's here, Codex. So if I go to the Codex page, this is ChatGPT's coding terminal. So you'll be able to prompt ChatGPT to build your own code. So the method that I'll show you is minimal coding from my end. I will not even read the code. I'll try not to read the code. I'll try and deploy it as a person who has no coding knowledge. So I'll try as my best to do that. If there is some help required, I will try and use it, but that's my aim here. So यहाँ पे you have this download the app for Codex. This is chatgpt.com/codex. So once you download the app, you will see Codex will open up in your local system like this. So this is what Codex is. So I can prompt it to build codes for me. I can do, if I want to build dashboards, जो अभी मैं दिखाऊंगा, all the dashboards will also be built through Codex itself. So once you install Codex from here, if I go to download the app, it'll install Codex. In my system, it's already installed. I'm just showing you the process. So it'll take you to apps.microsoft, and यहाँ पे if you click, so right now the download button is not there for me because it's already installed, but there'll be a download button for everyone. And once you install it, it will directly connect to your ChatGPT account. So now once that step is done, this is how Codex will look in front of you. You will have it looking similar to this. In your case, for the first time, it will say default permissions. Since you want Codex to have all the control, you don't want to do any coding, you don't want to do any giving it any permissions. I will give it full access so that it will not ask for any permissions. I can change it later as well. So the first thing I'll do is give it full access. Second thing I'll do is I will go to Nubra's API documentation, which one of my team members can put the documentation. So this is our API landing page. So once you go here, if you go to developers and sorry, if you go to documentation here, it'll take you to your documentation page. So this is Nubra's documentation that we have Python SDK and REST API. अभी के लिए I'll use Python SDK. So when I go to Python SDK here, there is a download button here. So instead of me going through each of these codes here, separate codes यहाँ पे, instead of going through all this, what I will do is I will just simply click on the download button here. It is there in any page you go to, you'll have the download button. So once I click the download button, the entire documentation, so everything in across all these tabs are downloaded here. So now what I'll do is I'll simply go to downloads. I'll copy this file from here and I'll place it in a empty folder. So I have this folder here called webinar 13. So I'll place it here. And then what I'll do is I'll open Codex in that folder. So I'll go to add a new folder. I'll go to the folder that is there, webinar 13, select folder. Then what I'll do is I'll ask it, can you go through the documentation of Nubra APIs and see if I can build an option chain dashboard. So this will take some time. It has to think, it has to read, and then it will tell me the answer of whether it can build an option chain dashboard. Meanwhile, if anyone, let's make this as interactive as possible. So if anyone has any questions, if they want me to try and test something of this Codex, you can ask me that as well. So it's going through Nubra API docs. It's trying to see what is there in it. So no coding here. I'll try not to code at all. I'll try and just show you how to deploy. So ऐसे dashboards. So anyone has any questions that I can take? Yes, you can use .NET as well because we have REST API. You can use .NET as well. Can we strong? Yes, you can scan stocks as per your strategy as well. You can do anything. So once you have Codex here, you can use this in live market data as well to build these dashboards. So this dashboard that I built here was in live market data. Yes, you can add as many criteria as possible, however you want your dashboard to look. So this dashboard that we built was purely based on our use case that we had. We wanted option chain and we wanted a strategy tab that we could click the strategy on, get the legs and deploy. So this dashboard is not there across any brokers, mostly because we have only built it. So using Nubra's APIs, we have built this dashboard. So that is one of the things we wanted to do. So yeah, it has given me an answer now. So it has told me yes, based on Nubra SDK docs, Nubra exposes enough to build both a snapshot based on a live option chain dashboard. So I can do it is telling me. So for the first step, what I'll do is, can you build me a option chain dashboard with a drop down to select. For now, I'll choose 2 underlyings just to start. So you start small and then you progressively keep adding more and more. So 2 underlyings, which is Nifty and then maybe Reliance. Use the latest expiry for both. Build me the option chain for these based on the drop-down selection. And because it's post-market hours now, so I'll have to use snapshot data, which will not tick, it will not change. It is the last data of that day. So that is something that we have to remember for this dashboard. So tomorrow when you want to change the dashboard, you just say, I want to build it with live real-time market data, and it will be able to build that as well. Drop-down selection and use snapshot option chain data. So then I've told it to build the option chain dashboard in the same folder. So I'm building this current workspace as a small Python dashboard that uses Nubra snapshot. So it's building it now. So it's doing something more. It's saying authentication. So in this folder that was empty, it is building this dashboard. So as just a small, if MCP server link, we'll share the link as well. The MCP server is also available here. So Codex here also has the MCP server. So if I go here, maybe. Yeah, so this is the MCP server for those of you interested. It basically takes the phone number, OTP, and it logs me in, and I can ask it various questions as such. Yeah, so both have shared the MCP server link here. So I will show that as well in through the webinar. So this will take some time. It is using Streamlit. Again, no coding done till now. Meanwhile, as it thinks, it will give me a notification up here once it's done thinking. And then I'll go back to the live coding again. So abhi ke liye I'll just show you what else. So one is that I can build dashboards like this. Then अगर आपका use case ये है कि you want to build a dashboard for multiple clients, or you have a use case where you want to build it for people who don't know Python. So you could also build something like this, where the same codex, we have used it to build an Excel plugin. So no Python required. You just log in through. So I'll just show you. So this is the Excel plugin we have built. Again, using Codex itself. The same way I'm building the other dashboard, we have built something for Excel as well. So you just log in, you choose the instruments you want to track. You can see here it is live changing in the market. You add as many instruments as you want to add. The LTP and the change is shown here. So this is for those of you who want to use Excel, maybe want to build something with Excel, or if you want to build your own products that you can showcase online, or like even like market and sell these products, you could build something like this as well. So here you get live option chain also. You can see it's all changing here live. Every second it's ticking. So this was an Excel plugin we had built last week. You can change Nifty, Bank Nifty, whichever instrument you want, you just change it here and you'll get the option chain for that. Then you can also get historical data. So in the same Excel, we have added historical data as well. And so for the last, you can get historical data up to the last 10 years and even expired options as well. So a lot of historical data is also available here. So yeah, this was the Excel plugin that we made. Yes. Yeah, please ask Paul.
हाय अक्षय, एमसीपी सर्वर को कैसे कनेक्ट करेंगे इसके चैट जीपीटी कोडेक्स के थ्रू?
हाँ, तो वो मैं दिखा देता हूँ, बिल्ड स्ट्रीमलेट. हाँ, तो मैं एमसीपी का मैं जल्दी दिखा देता हूँ. तो अगर आप एमसीपी के लिंक पे जाओगे, यहाँ पे गिटहब लिंक पे, you simply have to go to this green button here that says code and download zip. So once you download zip here, so I'm downloaded it here, it is gotten downloaded here. So I'll go to my downloads folder. I'll now extract it. I'll just extract it here itself in downloads. So now I have यहाँ पे इस folder में अभी मैंने इसको extract कर दिया and now my MCP का folder is here. I have the link to it. Now what I'll simply do is I'll copy the entire link here where Codex can go search. Then I'll open this Codex app that I have here. I'll start a new project for this. I already have the MCP logged in, but I'll do it again. So I'll go to downloads. I'll go to this new folder that I just downloaded right now at 6:20. So I'll open it, select folder. I'll just click select folder here. So now I'm in a new folder, and then I'll ask it, can you please set up Nubra MCP from this folder? So for the first time during setup, it's going to take some time. It will take around 10 minutes to set up, a little lesser than that, but it will take some time to set it up. So it's checking everything. It's seeing whatever installation is required. And so once it sets up, it will look like this. Currently, I don't have my phone here with me. I would have logged in and shown you, but I'll just get my phone in a bit. So it is doing the entire setup here, you can see. Meanwhile, I'll just go to the webinar 13, what is happening there, I'll see. So it has said that it has built a Streamlit snapshot option chain in app.py. it gives a drop down and okay. So now I'll go to this folder that was there earlier. Sorry, I'll be going a little back and forth. If it's confusing, some of you can tell me to focus on one. Maybe I can do that as well. So it is here, it has created an app.file. So this folder was empty first. Now it has added a few folders here, a few files here. So I'll just go to app.py here. I'll quickly see it here. Sorry, there was someone else also asking a question, right? Yeah, you can ask your question, Narayana. I think you're muted in case you're asking questions. So, meanwhile, I'll just show you. So, it has built this entire code. So, I have not written this. Codex has written it by itself, going through Nubra's API documentation. So, now what I can do is, so it's showing restricted mode.
So, actually, to
Yeah,
interrupt.
no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is like you have spoken about building a dashboard to multiple clients, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when we roll it out, when we build a MVP or when we build a product to roll it out to multiple clients.
Yeah.
So how does the authentication work? So I'm keen to know about like how does the authentication work for this?
So one way for multiple clients is that we have a complete automated TOTP authentication. So there you just need the TOTP secret of all your clients for the first time. You'll have to enable the TOTP, and once it's enabled with the TOTP secret, you'll be able to auto log in for each of these clients.
Okay, so the TOTP control will be from our side, or it will be from the user side.
So once your user for the first time, so in authentication here,
Mhm.
for the first time, the once the user has created an account through Nubra,
Yeah.
you after that, the first time they'll have to do this OTP, OTP and MPIN that they'll have to share for the first time. That will generate the TOTP secret here for each of the client. And post that, you will not have to go reach out to them. You will have to just enable the TOTP once. This is using any authenticator app. And then once you have enabled the OTP, you simply we have modules like PyOTP, which can help login.
Oh, okay. But ideally, the user's new account creation goes through Nubra.
Yeah, user will have to have an account with Nubra for this account. If you're building something for other clients, you will have to have an account from Nubra. This is that if you're managing multiple accounts of your users, or you could do if it's like something like a dashboard that you want to share with users, you could just build something on your login.
Okay.
And you can then deploy it live on an app or your website, and they can then access it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, if you can give me 1 second, I think my phone isn't with me right now. I'll just quickly get my phone to run this code as well, and also the MCP. Meanwhile, if Subodh and Aryan, if you can just quickly show the MCP on your end if it's available. I'll also run. I'll run the. I'll run this volume breaker that I built. Meanwhile, just while I get my phone. Apologies there. Yeah, so Akshay will be back in a while, guys. Let's just wait for him. Meanwhile, I'll try to configure if my MCP server is on. So I think turning on the MCP server might take some time. I'll just show you what I have chatted with the MCP server.
which was on at some point of time. Yeah. So I directly asked which of these stocks are at the bottom RSA level of 20. So I gave this five stocks. I think Akshay is back. Yeah, I think they can ready.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I apologize again. So I have my phone. For login, you need your phone. Sometimes if you don't have the automated setup, you'll have to use your phone and OTP. For the MCP, we have made sure that it's not an automated login. You'll have to put your phone number and MCP, phone number and OTP. So I'll just quickly show you. So this is the MCP here. I'll just ask it send your phone number to start. So I'm putting in my phone number here. So as I showed Virpal again, so the setup here is happening for the MCP. It takes a little while the first time. And once it's set up, you can see the MCP running here. So I've given it my phone number. Now when the OTP comes, I'll put the OTP. Send. Yeah, the OTP is here. 077. So it's verifying the OTP. Hopefully I put the right OTP. I have a lot of OTPs here. Yeah, so OTP is verified. So now I just have to put my MPIN. So post this, I will have access to, so it says you're authenticated. I have access. So I can ask it basic questions or something. So I'll start with something basic like what price did Nifty end today? I'll ask something more complex also. Can you give me the delta trend ATM options of Nifty? So while it does that, I will see what dashboard it built as well. So that's I'll try and run that. Here, I'll start it again. Sorry. Yeah. Quickly run this. I should have a new OTP. Yeah, was someone asking a question as well? Please ask your question, Venkata.
Hi, Akshay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, just a small question, like when
Yes.
the markets are live,
Yeah.
can we, I mean, as we chat in the, with tool like ChatGPT, can we ask questions like, in this right now, which 1 hour candle has the highest volume with respect to 50 stocks?
Yes, you can ask it any question in live market as well. So sorry, me out. Sorry.
Such questions will be answered live with respect to the underlying data which it is talking to. I mean, can we do that here?
Sorry, the last question I didn't hear you. What is the question again?
No, like for example, I want to understand
Yeah.
which Nifty 50 stock had its highest volume in this last 1 hour candle.
Yes. You can do that as well. In fact, one of the things we were testing out today with the MCP today was to find a volume breakout. So what you can do is, so because we have historical data as well and we have live market OHLCV data as well. What is possible is first you ask the MCP to share. Let me just see. It's saying, can you please start? Okay, please. So this was done long ago, during like 4 hours ago. So I needed to restart. So yeah, what you can ask the MCP to do is get the historical volume for the Nifty 50 stocks and store it somewhere in an Excel. It can also store data for you on your local downloads or wherever.
Okay. Yeah.
So once it has the historical average for whichever time frame, so if you're trading at a 3-minute time frame or a 5-minute time frame, you can ask it to store the average 3-minute candle volume for the last maybe 5 days if you want a week or longer weeks. Then on that volume, you can ask it the last 5-minute candles volume divided by the average to get you which one is breaking out. which one
Okay.
has the highest ratio. So that it will be able to do very well.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So I have an issue here. I've tried many attempts of logging in, so it's logged me out.
Do you want to use my number?
Um, yeah, I think I might have to use your phone itself. Just give me 1 second. Meanwhile, I'll just go back to the dashboard that I was building. The access Nubra API docs. The app logs in and closes. Can you run it with Streamlit where it opens on local host? Yeah, it should now run. Meanwhile, if Aryan, if you can just share your phone number with me, that would help.
I have shared in the chat.
Yes, thank you so much, Aryan. You might also have to. Yeah, it does come on OTP. I know. I think I've hit the number of OTP twice today. Yeah, okay. Can you use another phone number? This is perfect because I can show you. So there is like rate limiting with regards to login as well. So because I've been doing this OTP back and forth a bit, it's logged me out. So I'm just giving it another phone number. If Aryan, you can put the OTP in chat as well. So any of you can, if whoever has an account can basically do the same thing. I'm just using a phone number. It will be your OTP that you get to your phone number. So OTP and
1542.
understood. One. Thank you, Aryan. And so it should log in this time. So yeah, anyone has any question can ask. Feel free to ask.
Akshay, can the MCP server give us a certain standing instruction based on Greeks? Like we said, any certain threshold has been passed on Greeks, so it will give us alert first. Then we place.
It will not set up a constant this thing where it's checking every 1 minute. You will have to prompt it and ask it, has it crossed a certain threshold? So that step will have to be done on your end.
Okay, it can't be give like if we say ki certain Greeks has been changed in last 15 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you ask it intraday, it can give you that. So
can
once, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Akshay,
This was the old MCP. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, when it comes to dashboard,
Yeah.
without refresh, without manual refresh, can we create a dashboard like which stock had its highest volume? I mean, on a daily basis for last 100 days. Can we build such kind of dashboard?
Yes. So in fact, if I wasn't doing the live webinar, the videos that I was going to show today in the webinar was a dashboard. We had a volume breakout dashboard. This is, you can, so what you're given is basically you can change the days. So here I've used the last 5 days.
Okay.
I'll just quickly show you this dashboard. So again, this is all Codex built. I have not built this, I have not coded one line here. I built this entire dashboard using Codex and then I'm just running it. So any complex thing, you can just ask Codex how to run it. It'll give you steps of running it. It's just copy paste after that and then it'll play. So this dashboard here is basically the historical average volume for the 3-minute candle for the last 5 days.
Okay.
And the current 3-minute volume. So this is changing real time. So if I press play here, you can see the volumes are changing.
Okay.
So through that, I'm getting the ratio also. So current over historical. And whichever is breaking out, say over maybe 3x or 4x, those stocks is then what you can track and then probably take decisions on. So this can be done over, like you said, over a day time frame and a year average. Yeah, this average can be anything you choose, and current can be a day or it can be a current running candlestick for maybe a smaller time interval, like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or any time interval you trade.
Okay, so I mean, in place of the historical average, we can put the max of 100 days, and we can see what is the volume currently with respect to that max of 100 days.
Yes, that is also possible. So if you have just one value, which is the max of the 100 days, that makes it much easier actually.
Yeah, okay.
Because here it has to do an average over the last many days. You just have to get the max for that day, and then again you'll get a ratio here, current over
Okay.
the max. So it'll always be lesser than one or close to one because
No, one
max.
more question with respect to
Yeah,
the performance. If we are
yeah,
tracking around 500 stocks,
yes.
will that impact the performance of the reports or
How
the
quickly
dashboard?
it comes. Yeah. So in your case, so like in the case that I'll just quickly show you a quick hack. So one is that you would store the once you do for a year max, you'll store the year for the 500
Okay.
stocks,
Yes.
right? So the only thing that will be required is this current
Current
thing
volume.
that
Yeah.
will keep taking. At Nubra,
Okay.
we have our ticks come every 1 second, and it comes every
Okay.
1 second for a lot of stocks. You can put so our maximum amount of instruments you can put is a lot of values. I'll just quickly show you. So what you will do is you'll under real time data. If you are giving Codex a prompt, you would use the OHLCV data, and here instead of 10-minute interval, you will probably put a 1 day interval. So this will
Okay.
give you the volume for the current day. The entire volume for today's volume you will get in
Right.
one constantly as a data point. So I can show you. Yeah, you will get the bucket volume for that 1 day interval. And once you have this bucket volume divided by your max
Right.
of this day is what you can track real time. And you
Okay.
can do a lot of stocks. So we have one of the most generous subscription ever. So for that OHLCV that I just showed you, you can query up to 25,000 instruments, different
Okay.
instruments. So
Okay.
here, if you want to do it for 500, you can do it for 500. If you want to do it for
Okay.
25,000, you can do it for 25,000. Best
Okay.
part is because you're not going to write the data, you don't have to store the data. You can just display it without writing. So you'll have more speed because of that.
Okay. Okay. And for this to work, like we have to have a account with Nubra.
Yeah. So everything that I'm showing here is based on Nubra's APIs. So we have
Okay.
historical data, and then with real time, we have option chain, we have 20 level order book, we have OHLCV that I was just talking about.
Okay.
Then we have basic data called index data, and we have Greeks as well, where you get your delta, gamma, theta, etc.
Hi, Akshay.
Yeah.
So just wanted to know, can we get the scan the stock as per our strategy? Suppose it is above VWAP or any other EMI based strategy, and it takes the stock, it buys or sells the stock as per our confirmation, post our confirmation only. So can that be done?
You so you're saying you want to build an algo that will deploy the trades, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that can
Upon
easily
our
be done.
confirmation, upon
Yeah,
our
yeah,
confirmation only.
that can be done. So in your algo, before the trade is taken, right before the trade is taken, you just have to. All this can be done with Codex, by the way. The same Codex that I'm using here, you can build all kinds of strategies, even including this factor that you said upon your confirmation. So it'll add one line where upon your confirmation, it'll take an order. So the best part about Nubra APIs is the fact that we have something called UAT environment. So just to quickly show you what the UAT environment is, I might have to again take Aryan your login. Oh no, not required. So this is the UAT environment that we have. We have two environments. We have the production environment, and then we have something called the UAT environment. In the UAT environment, you can actually place trades, and then you can test your strategies live. So I haven't placed too many trades today. There are two HDFC banks. These are like test trades I was doing. And so you can see it'll show you a total PNL. So this is my total PNL for today, only on these two stocks. But ideally, if you have a strategy, if you're testing out option strategies and you want to see how it would have done in market hours, like you're saying, you want to give it a confirmation and only then take a trade, you can deploy a strategy in the UAT environment first. It'll ask you permission, then you'll place yes or no. And then once it places the order, you can see it in the UAT environment. So in the UAT environment, it doesn't use your funds account. It doesn't require funds as well. It you can test as many strategies as you want, as many options, futures, stocks, strategies. Here I bought two stocks. In my colleagues' accounts, I'm sure they have like options as well in their accounts. So yeah, you can place as many trades as you want in this UAT environment. So that is one thing that is there with the UAT environment.
Sort of, you can backtest the account strategies in that environment.
Not back test. This is forward test. So you will be placing this. This is in live market right now. So when the market opens, you can place orders in the UAT environment. So then it will show you how your strategy would have done in the market that day.
Okay, got it.
and then you'll get your PNL for that day as well. So this is not an overtime. So tomorrow this HDFC bank will go away. It gets flushed out in the UAT environment. So this will not be shown. It will start afresh, and then I can again forward test my strategies.
Okay.
Just go back here. So for those of you who can see, I had initially asked it, where was it? Yeah, what
Okay,
price
I
will
want
it
to
be
say
in?
that. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, actually, so in the dashboard, can we create like, I mean, if a price level is breached with respect to the LTP, if my LTP is above this XYZ level, so
Ah,
can we such thing also can we incorporate in the into the dashboard?
100%. But there you will have to decide what the XYZ level is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Ah,
those levels can manually come from somewhere else, but
okay.
the dashboard should tell me that if that level is breached,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
and like how much above or below it.
yeah, yeah. It can easily do that. So the dashboard. Okay. So sorry. Before I go ahead, it has so the code had ran. So the dashboard that I was building was running. I didn't see it. So this is how the dashboard looks. It's built this at this local host. So I'll quickly show you where it told me that. So I this is the dashboard. So it told me at this the Streamlit app is running on this local host. So if I just click here, it takes me to that local host. All right, so this is the option chain. As you can see, it's very crude. It has just put random. The strikes is there. I mean, it's not very crude. It's actually done okay. The strike is here. You have your LTP, Vega, Theta, Gamma, Delta, and other data. This is likely for today's option chain, which is expiry day, which is not expiry, the coming week's expiry. So now if I go to Nifty and I change it to Reliance, hopefully, yeah, so it changes. So this is the first step of building a dashboard. So I have given it a very simple prompt, Nifty and Reliance, build me the option chain. It has built me the option chain. Now what I can say is, I can say, okay, it looks good. Okay, it looks good. Can you highlight the current strike? And also maybe I want to change the colors for the put for the OTM put and call OTM. So I can say maybe can you make the OTM put rows red and OTM call rows as green. So let's hope it does it. Again, not one single line of code written here. It has built this entirely from scratch. This is the code it had built for me. This whole huge code. I have not written a single line of code here in this webinar 13. So that's how easy it is to build with Nubra APIs now. And since this download button is there, I would actually urge a lot of you to try it. So all you have to do is download this documentation and click on it again. It's here now in my downloads. I'll go to my downloads. So if I go to downloads, it's here. Now what I can do is, if Codex is a problem, I would urge a lot of you to install Codex as such. It's very helpful and very intuitive as well. But if you want to first try it in ChatGPT, which is very common, so it has done it. It's telling me I'll just test it again. So all you have to do is just take this documentation, put it in ChatGPT, and ask, can I build a dashboard where the LTP process level set by me earlier in an Excel sheet maybe against 500 stocks. So it can tell me if it can build a dashboard for that as well. Okay, the doc is getting uploaded. Meanwhile, I'll just go to so it says updated app.py current OTM. Okay, so refresh it, it is saying. Let me see if it works. Okay, so it has made it color. So I think it has colored it, but it has just colored everything red. So it's trying something, it's not working. Let me see if it just required me to run this code again, maybe. That also could, oh no, it should have done it. So now this is the steps. This is the iteration that you'll have to just go back and forth. So what I can do is, I'll undo the last update. Just highlight the strike cell where the current underlying price is. So I'll undo the last update and I'll do one by one. I'll just highlight the current cell. Since I'm running short on time, I probably will not be able to build the strategy bit here. But this is just to showcase what you can do with it. So with no knowledge of coding, it also tells me available expiries here, by the way. Yeah, but with no knowledge of coding, nothing required. You can build some dashboard very quickly like this. It took me literally 5 minutes to build this dashboard from scratch. And no, the code wasn't even seen. I didn't review the code as well. So now it has done something. Refresh. Yeah, it has removed the color, but it isn't highlighting the cell. So a little back and forth is always there here. Meanwhile, if someone else has any other question, where is the current spot price is here? ATM strike is here. Yeah, it's not taking the ATM strike. So I'll just quickly take a. This is how easy. This is how we do it. It's brute force sometimes. If you don't want to code, so I'll just push it here. I'll say the current strike isn't being highlighted. Can you check and see why? I already know why it's doing it, which is why I've given it the data. So essentially, why it is happening is because the strike here is being taken in paise, so it's showing 1410000, whereas the strike is 1410. So this is the strike. So technically, the ATM strike it's trying to search is this. So because I know it, I'm just going to try and show how you could, if you didn't know it and you wanted Codex to keep searching. Yeah, so like I showed you, so it's saying comparable strikes of one. Yeah, so it's using 141000 for this 1410. So now it's trying to fix it. So I fixed the unit mismatch. So it's telling me to refresh it again. Anyone has any questions can ask, please. Yeah, so now it's highlighted it here. A very bad highlight, I would say, but that's what the idea is. You can ask it to highlight it maybe in the color you want. So the highlight is not contrasting with the strike color in white. Can you make the strike color for just the ATM strike as black, maybe? So this is just so people can get an idea of what Cortex is doing. So I hope I've been able to show you how the dashboard is making. Anyone has any questions? If anyone wants me to test the code, the MCP as well. So MCP was working before I had asked it to give me. So I'll just show it to you here. Before the whole login issue happened, I had asked it what price did Nifty end today, and can you give me the delta trend for ATM options for Nifty? So after the login that happened here, my Aryan's login. So it said for March 2025, Nifty closed at this price, according to the historical daily bar at this. For ATM Nifty options at the strike 23,300, it has given me the delta trend. So I can ask it more. It has just told me from start, it started here and it ended here. And for the put as well, it showed me it started here and it ended here. If you want, I can also give you or a 15-minute intraday delta ladder. So I'll probably ask it this. Can you give me a 5-minute intraday delta ladder? So I can do this in real-time markets as well. The MCP is always working, regardless of post-market hours. So you can do analysis, but during intraday as well, if I want to see how the delta has done today, I can give it the same prompt. And the magic of this, the MCP, is that in natural language, you're just using normal English here. It is able to understand what your ask is, and it's going to give you the data. It takes some little while. It tells you what it is doing as well. So I think I clicked something. Sorry, yeah, it's done it. So it's giving me now the delta ladder of how the different strikes, what delta they were at. Different strikes and what delta they were. Can you give me the delta change for ATM call and put on a 5-minute interval for today in a table? So yeah, anyone has any questions to know of anything that was done?
Yeah. Akshay, can you please quickly walk us through the volume report dashboard you will,
That I
in this?
showed earlier. Yeah. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, this one I chose the option chain dashboard. I'll just quickly show you the volume record. So initially what I did, this is the dashboard that I built. Let me see if, unfortunately, I don't have a longer video for it. Uh, so a lot of iteration process I went through to build this dashboard, and finally when it worked, so this is how the dashboard is. It logs in for the first time. So I put my phone number in. Uh, you can completely automate the login. In this case, just to give a this demo I've built.
Yeah.
So my phone number, OTP, I'm putting my OTP. Currently everything is zero. This is because the live data is not active yet till the authentication happens. MPIN, I'm verifying my MPIN. I'm pressing OK. Yeah, so now it says connected. It'll take a little while for to fetch the historical averages. So I'm using, I think, 50 stocks here. I think Nifty 50 here. And 3-minute candle. At the top of the dashboard, I have the candle selection, interval selection as well. That I haven't changed here. So this is the dashboard. All I had done for this volume breakout dashboard was I first broke it in steps. I first asked it to get me do it only for Reliance. So for Reliance, get me the historical average for the last interval. I told it to make the drop down interval as a drop down, so I can change the interval based on my trading style. And then it did it for Reliance. It did one full row for Reliance. And then I said, can you now add the Nifty 50 stocks? So then it automatically goes through NSE's website and it adds. So like this Codex has access to the net as well. So it will be able to get the website as well. Yeah, so that was a dashboard that I built here. This is the final working dashboard.
I mean, so while building the dashboard, if we are not able to do something like
Yeah.
a look and feel and the way it works, so
Yeah.
I mean, do we have that help resource available like paid and unpaid? I mean, I don't know if it is what will be the case. Yeah.
No, we will help you always. So if you're building a dashboard and you're facing an issue, you can always reach out to us what the issue is. Maybe if you can just give a screenshot to us of the error, it should work. That said, if you have Codex installed, I can tell you right now, if all you have to do is whenever you face an error, like I just faced an error with the image with the highlight, right? I just pasted the entire. I didn't even tell it what the reason was. I just pasted the entire data and said it's not highlighting, and it'll figure it out. Codex is extremely good at building codes now. It can do it very nicely. That said, if there's still an issue like with getting data, fetching data, sometimes it's an issue with live data. So you can always reach out to us with the error, and then we will help. So yeah, the prompt for the MCP was the 5-minute ATM delta change today. So it has this entire data set because at Nubra we have real time delta as well, right? That is why our the MCP, anything you build around Nubra is so strong. If you have a delta neutral strategy, the deltas are completely available in real time markets. If you want to track the deltas, if there are ways, so like if you pair something like a volume breakout with how the deltas are changing or the Greeks are changing for a stock, you will have an even stronger cause and effect that you're building. That there is a volume breakout also happening, and instead of choosing price as the as an added this thing, you could add deltas maybe as a added confirmation, or how the deltas are changing over maybe the last 1 minute interval or whichever interval you chosen. So there could be many different types of other confirmations also that you can add. So here you can see it has got it in table format, call delta here, put delta here, change as well. And yeah, this I have done it at post market hours. You could do it during market hours as well. So now I can ask it if I had a view that Nifty will remain between 2300 and 23,600 maybe this week. What options? So even for those who want to know what option strategies, if you're trying to learn option strategies, this helps you very well in understanding that. So what option strategies can I deploy? So I've given it where I think I've so currently it's at 23,300. So I've just given it like midway. I've told it this is the minimum, this is the maximum. So now it's going to think through that as well. So again, it's using the option chain that we have, and uh, it'll try and build the strategies. Veerpal, were you able to set up the Nubra MCP? You can let me know in chat as well. Any marketplace? We currently don't have a marketplace for strategies. We are looking to build that, but right now we don't. We can't help build the algo, complete application for the algo. But like I said, through Codex now, it is very easy. All you have to do is download the docs here. It is not really hard to build the strategies. You just download the docs here and you put it in this Codex, and it will be able to build it. Yeah, sorry. You can backtest these strategies. Are the orders processed automatically? Yes, you can backtest the strategies here. Through the MCP, you can backtest. We have not built a backtester, but the MCP right now is built in such a way that it can also backtest some of your strategies. So that is also possible here. Are the orders processed automatically? Yes. If you place an order through an API, they're processed automatically. Can we find out which options are experiencing long build-up, short build-up? Yes, you can do this as well with the MCP. In fact, I'll tell you a strong suit of this MCP if you know a little bit of coding. So now, what I did initially, I'm not sure if you were there at the start. So my MCP, I installed it from the link here, the GitHub link Aryan had shared earlier, Subodh had shared earlier. So this is the MCP server here, and Subodh is continuously adding more functions to this. Now what you could do is once you install this, you download this zip, you open your downloads folder and you go to that file here. You open this here. Now if you give this to Codex and you say, my use case is that I want to find out, I want to build a screener for OI build-up, long and short build-up, Codex will automatically add that function to the MCP. And then it is basically you're building your own MCP on our current MCP that is already there. We have built a base case MCP. Now if you have certain, so now I ran this MCP, I set up the MCP from the downloads folder that I just showed you. So it's saying it's downloaded here. So now what if I want to say, can you add this feature and then to the MCP? And then I say what I can do is I just go to the same chat here and then I will copy it and give it to Codex. That's it. So essentially it's your own chat that I'm putting in Codex, and then now it'll try and build it. And once it's built it, then you can automatically chat with the MCP. And so MCP is the full form is Model Context Protocol. So the logic or the way to think about it is using natural language. Now you can interact with Nubra's APIs. So before you had to know a little bit of Python. So if you wanted to know historical data, you had to know a little bit of Python to pull historical data. MCP is now layer in between that. So now you will say in natural language, hey, I want to pull historical data. This MCP is a context protocol. It tells the LLM, Codex or whichever LLM you use, how is it possible to pull this historical data, which API to run. And now Codex at the back is going to run that API for you. So that's what's happening here. So we have added historical API, we have added live snapshot API. We have also added orders, but only in the UAT environment. So you can place, if you want to test a strategy out live using the MCP, you can place the order in the UAT environment only. We have completely removed prod. So that is the other thing we have done. For creating algo strategies, MCP is not required for algo strategies. The same way I'm building a dashboard in Codex. So last Friday during market hours, I had used Codex to build an algo that was deploying an opening range breakout algo that was deploying live in market. Maybe the next coming Friday webinar, I'll again try and deploy an algo only in the live market. So those of you who are interested in seeing an actual application of this in the live market can let me know as well, and I'll do it in the live markets. Sorry, going back to I think it's already been an hour. So I'll just quickly show you the dashboard now at what state it is right now. So this is where it is. So yeah, you can see it is everything I say. Somehow the codex will build it for you without you having to write a single line of code. This is extremely powerful, and this is an extremely powerful tool in all our hands right now. This is essentially front end development. You're building a website of almost using our APIs that we have here. Again, all I did for starts is those of you who joined late, I downloaded this API documentation that is there on Nubra IO. I'll show you our website as well here. So this is our website, Nubra's APIs website. I went to documentation here, downloaded the docs from Python SDK, downloaded this, gave it to Codex. So initially, before the webinar started, this folder was, oh sorry, both folders are this. Yeah, this webinar 13 folder was completely empty. Then I put this documentation downloaded file here, and I opened Codex in that folder and asked it to build all this there. So anything and everything can be added. So now I'll just say, can you add a drop down for strategies like straddle, strangle, and sorry for founder, and yeah, on selection of a strategy, the pairs have to get highlighted. It may not do a good job because the prompt has to be more stronger. Like in the case of a triangle, which pairs do I have to talk about? So I have to give it a delta target as well. But here I'll just add this one small prompt and see how it builds it. Anyone has any other questions as such?
Yeah, Akshay,
Yeah.
do we have integration with the TradingView? I mean, whatever alerts we have there,
Yeah.
can it be taken as alerts into our dashboard and then have a separate for TradingView, whatever alerts we have created?
Yeah. So for if you're building a dashboard, you can do it. You can, because the dashboard by itself, you just have to add one little prompt that will say to help set up a small server. You'll have to set up a small Cloudflare server, and Codex will do everything for you. By the way, you don't have to really worry too much. Anytime you find an error, you just have to copy paste that error, brute force push through, it'll do it. Just for your help, I'll just quickly tell you. This TradingView alert, I'll just quickly go to our landing page here. So we have our blogs page here, which is very strong. So in the blogs page, if I go here, somewhere there is TradingView. If it comes to my eyes, yeah, TradingView alerts with Nubra API using webhooks. So this is the guide for how to set up TradingView alerts. This is, you could basically give Codex this entire, you can give it this blog. Say, I want to, so now if I just start a new this thing, I'll just choose a random folder here for now. Say, I'll just select this folder and say, I'll give it this website. Codex has access to the net also, internet. So now if I just give it this website, is it possible for me to my own dashboard using the APIs and add a webhook for getting TV alerts? So then it'll go through this blog page. Regardless, I'll just quickly show the blog page. So the blog page, again, is built by my teammates. They have shown all the steps required to, from setting up a very simple Python script strategy to how the TradingView alert is sent and accessed by Nubra's backend. Yeah, so this is there. I'll just quickly copy paste it in chat as well.
So, whatever the required alert mechanism will be sitting in TradingView, only the
yeah. The backend. So it'll go, you will build your strategy on TradingView, and the alert that is there, the webhook listener, you will have to just set up a small tunnel server. So yeah, also both has already put this thing here. Okay. Yeah, so for those of you who want to see this working in the live webinar as well, can join us on Friday. We will host it at 11 to 12. The time is not decided yet, but it's most likely 11 to 12. And by that time, if those, I will do it in such a way. So Now, if those of you who want this code, it is of no use because this is using snapshot data. So even if I give you this dashboard, it will not do anything tomorrow during live markets. So on Friday, what I'll do is I will, every time I build the dashboard, I will just copy paste it into, if you have an account by Friday. So if you make an account right now, I'll just quickly go to that bit of the page. So all the dashboards I've shown here, everything is built on Nubra's APIs. So the one thing is that you would need an account with Nubra API. So once you have an account with Nubra API, Nubra, you will have access to our entire API suite. So you can download it through our Nubra IO, through our app here. You can scan and download the app and go through the account opening process, or you can open a Demat account from here and post that. Most likely by Friday, it takes 24 hours for the account to open. So by Friday, if your account is opened, we can then on the live session, then what I'll do is I'll just do a copy paste, and you guys can also on your end try the dashboard that I'm building. So whatever dashboard I build here, that I built here, that time probably I'll take lesser questions and answers. I'll try and focus on building a really good dashboard. And then it'll be an option chain dashboard only, or if those of you have some other query or some other dashboard you want me to do a live market, I can do that as well. And then I'll copy paste the codes in a Google Drive. Basically, whenever I complete a code, I'll copy paste it in a Google Drive. Then on your end also, you guys can test the dashboard. You can give it to Codex and add your own features if you want. So that is something I think we can try this Friday during live session. Yeah, anyone please ask your questions. You can ask.
Hi Akshay, so I had this question. So one thing, I was not there in the beginning, I was in the workshop. So is this very specifically related to Nubra API? Like are you guys related to Nubra, or you're just using the Nubra API itself?
No, we are related to Nubra. We work with Nubra. So yeah. So this is from Nubra API. So so all of the things that we have built around it. So we have realized that like algos technically have been very hard for the larger population to try and deploy, when it should be very easy now, given that LLMs have taken over. So a lot of the features we have built keeping that in mind, that I am myself not a strong coder, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to deploy algos. So
I myself am a coder, so that is the reason I'm trying to build something of my own, and the APIs that I'm trying to use have a order limit of 10 orders per second.
Yes.
This is the same case with Nubra as well?
Yeah, that is a SEBI mandate. So it will be 10 orders per second, regardless of.
Suppose that you might have to register your strategy itself.
Yes. Yes. So you could come to Nubra. I mean, if your order OPS is more than 10, and you want to really try and register your algo, we will guide you through the entire process. We will be there with you. It is a very long process, though. That said, because I have heard of other algos getting registered. It takes a little while. But Nubra will be there. So if you are using our platform and you have tested our APIs and you want to do it through us, you can do it through us as well.
Is there any special, I don't know, is there less brokerage for Nubra?
There is no less brokerage. Brokerage is there online as well. So brokerage bit, I am not. So whatever is visible online, you can just see it.
Everything is the same, considering all the other APIs, all the other brokers, they have the very similar things. I'm just trying to, because I tried to figure out the same thing last week. So I have accounts in almost all the things. Nubra is something I did not explore yet.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure if the API itself is very fast. So that is something that I need to test, I guess. If you can give me a number of latency, like how fast can I get the data?
Latency is less than 20. Officially we say 5. I have seen the figures myself. I in fact saw the figure yesterday for one for I think a different order account. It was around, the average was around 8
milliseconds.
8 milliseconds, yes. It is really fast. So the other thing, so everything in Nubra, so Nubra's parent is an HFT firm. And so everything, much of the tech is built thinking that, you know what, we have to give everyone the same speed. So we have our own colo in both NSE and BSE. In fact, our OMS, RMS, all these order management system, risk management system, everything is in-house. We have all built it from scratch.
And there is a WebSocket API that I can connect with, where I can get the live data all the time.
Yeah, there is a WebSocket data. So currently our WebSocket ticks every second. So we don't have less than a second tick. but the number of instruments you can query are close to, like I said, you can query close to 20,000 instruments. So that's a lot given BSE and NSE. So multiple stocks, multiple option chains. The instruments have a certain set of weights, so it will not be 20,000 always. If you're querying maybe an option chain, it will be lesser. But if you're querying basic data, you can query for a lot of instruments.
No, because if I consider placing an order via API itself, via an algorithm, and if the live market data is more than a second, I think there might be a little bit of.
It's not more than a second. It is a second. It comes every second.
Okay.
It's deduplicated. It's not like it'll come exactly in a second time, and you can do it across many instruments if you want to.
The same case for commodities as well.
Commodities. So MCX is just we are working hard on it. It's in a testing phase right now. It will very soon come to production environment.
Got it. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah.
May I know when the session is there on the Friday, and is it related to the algorithmic trading or showcasing of the APIs that you export and the functionality of these Nubra APIs?
So the session will be at 11. It is basically trying to, in the same way, to build an algo. The one core feature that we have for algo traders in particular is that we have our own dedicated UAD environment. If I can just quickly show you the UAD environment. So for those of you who want to test your strategies out, a lot of us when we first try and build an algo, it's always a pain thinking that, you know what, I'm going to deploy my money in live market. So instead, we have a very similar dashboard. This looks exactly similar to our live dashboard, but this dashboard has a different mechanism for how funds are decided. Here, the funds are not really decided. You can test all your strategies out here. Intraday, you can place thousands of orders, see thousands of different strategies, option strategies, futures, and you can basically live test it in market. You can see how the PNL does for that day, and then you can deploy it live.
So I can create my own strategy here and back test it.
This is forward testing. So this is in live market. So any order you place will happen in live market. So now I can't place an order in the UAD environment.
Right. That makes sense. So backtesting is something that is still not there. Obviously, I'm not sure if Nubra has.
Backtesting currently, we have not built a backtesting engine, but this is forward testing. So you'll be able to see all your strategies here. You'll see multiple strategies here, multiple. If Aryan, if you can share your screen for 1 second and show your UAD dashboard. So today I did not make any trades actually on the UAD. I mean, I didn't take any test trades.
Okay, I understood the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I need a little bit help from you.
Yeah.
I'm audible to you first of all.
Yes, you are all.
Okay. Actually, I have two questions. Like, first of all, do you have your own strategies or algo to so that we can employ it like on the charges basis or something like that?
Currently, we don't have our own strategies. There are no strategies that we have. The strategy marketplace is not.
Another, if anybody like me who is interested to get their own project, do you work for the same and create a algo research type project for us?
As a broker, we not really have the freedom to build algos for users.
So Nubra itself is a broker, right?
Yes, we are a broker. Yes.
It is an algo broker. Like, actually what happens, I was not able to join on the time, so I joined, I think 10 or 15 minutes. I joined very late, so that's why I'm not able to understand the complete concept. So Nubra is it itself a algo broker which is dealing in Indian stocks or in crypto and forex as well.
No. So it's not an algo broker. We are a broker. We have our own retail platform as well.
Okay, all right.
We are a broker. Also, what we have is like most brokers who have their API infrastructure. We also have our API infrastructure. And the webinar today was on the API. How do you use APIs and create a custom dashboards?
Understand. So again, in case of broker, we have to use a third-party algo.
So we have integrations with TradeTron and Algo Test, if that is what you're talking. So Algo platforms we have integrations with.
Okay, great. So now I understand the complete concept. So okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing that does matter, like, what are your brokerage?
So currently, I think we have 2 brokerages. I'll just quickly show you the brokerage. So once you open an account with Nubra, this is how it looks. This is the account section that I've gone here. I'll just quickly close this. So your API credentials will be here. UAD live credentials will be here. If you go in pricing, you can see the brokerage here. So there are two types of plans. We have a per lot for options, which is 5 per lot. So if you don't trade too many options, if you're taking, if you're especially shorting options and you're not taking too many lots, you can go per lot, which is 5 per lot. Uh, this is for lower lots. I mean, if you are taking many lots, then ideally you would go for this is the normal what is there in the market right now, 20 per lot.
Okay, yeah. 20 per lot or it is 20 per trade?
20 per order. 20 per order. Sorry.
20 per order. Even like the number of there is no limit to number of lots.
No, there's no limited number of lots.
Okay.
Any other questions? I think the webinar has gone quite a bit. Anyone has any other questions? I hope I was able to show a dashboard, how easy it is to build a dashboard with our APIs as such. Just copy paste the documentation and you will be able to either in ChatGPT.
Last question.
Yes.
So if I open the account now, it
Yeah.
will take less than 24 hours for me to access the demat.
Not less than 24 hours. Given that tomorrow is a holiday, so it might take a little longer.
Okay.
It usually takes 24 hours.
Okay.
So-
And even if I start now, that is right now is post daytime.
Yes,
right?
yes. Even if you start right now, it will still take 24 hours from whichever time you started, basically.
Okay.
So
And I'll be able to get my access my key that is via the flow.
yes, yes. So even if it happens by Friday, you will have most of apart from maybe trade placements. I'm not sure when on Friday you will have access. For Friday, definitely you'll get the access, but what time I'm not sure. If regardless, we will do a live webinar. So now this is also the last webinar post market hours. The next Wednesday's webinar will also be during market hours. So we plan to host these webinars during market hours more so that again, it's so easy to build these dashboards. I'd rather build these dashboards along, like I'm anyway building these dashboards in live market hours. Might as well like host it, let users also see how these dashboards are built, and maybe if they can also then give their own ideas, build their own dashboards. So the next Wednesdays, this Friday will be during market hours at 11. Next Wednesday also will be during market hours as well. So
You're
yeah,
getting all the servers in your local itself. It's not hosted anywhere. It's in your own local machine.
yeah. Everything is hosted. The current whatever I'm showing is more from a retail point of view, so it's hosted in a local machine. If your use case is very low latency, we have our proxy colos where if you speak to the sales team, they will help guide you on how to host it in these proxy colos as well.
I got it. Thanks, Akshay. Thanks for the session.
You're welcome. Yeah, I think that is the end. I think the webinar's gone for a bit. Anyone has any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, we can call it.
How do we participate in the Friday's webinar?
It will be there on the WhatsApp group, sir. So we will share the link again on the WhatsApp group, and there it will be available on Friday during market hours. It will be there. Yeah. Right, Krishna, have you asked your question or is it waiting? The recordings will be available. Kiran, you can ask your question if you have not asked.
So actually, myself, Krishna.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. I mean, actually, we are trying to build a third-party application. I mean, the algo trading. Building almost will be already. We have built an application with the same thing we have shown. But I have a doubt here actually. I mean, do all the algo applications in the market, for example, we go for StrikeX or whatever it may be, the applications might be, are they completely built on Nubra or what? I mean, they don't mention. They don't mention, but I'm just trying to know.
I'm not sure which ones are built on Nubra APIs. Nubra is basically a broker. We are a full-scale broker. So what I'm showing is how a retailer could build these dashboards. So how I could, as an algo trader, just build these dashboards, one for myself, or maybe I can build it for like as a product for other people to use. If there is a use case that you think that is not being tapped right now by most of the other participants in the market, you could build a dashboard using our APIs. The strength with our APIs is the real-time Greeks, especially for options dashboards is very quick to build. So like I had shown earlier in the videos, the option dashboard, because we have Greeks, right? You can build a whole, like this is something we built, and I'll just quickly fast forward it.
I mean, what is actually options? I mean, options chain dashboard mean actually. I mean, you are mentioning options, right? What kind of options? I mean, I didn't get it.
So when you build your normal option chain dashboard, you will have your normal option chain that is there across most brokers. Here you can choose your strategy and you can choose your target delta. And then it will give you the leg pairs for that delta. And now the difference here that we have added in this dashboard is that you can, instead of going back and forth between the positions in the broker's page and the orders in the broker's page, here only you can square off, here only you can track this entire dashboard, only you can track everything.
Okay.
So it's just a particular use case we have shown. You can build many more use cases here. You can even track the Greeks as well separately. Here we have just used delta, and based on a target delta for the legs, you get the pairs, and then once your pairs are chosen, you can place the orders.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, can I know what's the exact, the rough figure actually it takes out to complete an application with Algo, which say we registered and everything, targeting the customers. The customers is the second one. What I'm trying to say is like, if you build a complete application, what will be the cost? What will be the cost? We are building an Algo application according to the SEBI. So what will be the cost of the complete application?
That I'm not really sure the pricing, but I wouldn't know. You can use, so in our case we are just using an API and it's showing your use case. But with regards to pricing and building an application that is SEBI registered, that I'm not sure, sir.
Okay.
I wouldn't know the answer.
That's it. Thanks.
All right. There was someone else who wanted to ask a question. Kiran, you can ask a question. Currently, you don't have to register your static IP yet, but from April 1st, which is soon, it is a mandate. But I'm not sure how strict SEBI is with this rule yet. This rule has been getting pushed from last year. They've not made it very strict, but this time it seems a little more strict. So even if you place an order through REST API, you might have to just register your static IP. In our Nubra IO itself, we have a section where if I go to API credentials, update static IP, I just put a static IP here. So it's very easy. Our dashboard is very easy in that sense. All right. If anyone else has any questions, can ask now. Else I'll call it an end. All right. Thank you, everyone. I hope it was a good session. Again, tools like Codex is what the takeaway from this session should be. Codex will change your life. Like how ChatGPT came and disrupted the whole conversational market that is there. Codex is a way to disrupt the coding market. And especially those coders who are good at trading can build wonderful algos using something like Codex. Just that what Nubra provides more is that if you're worried your algos will go rogue, you can always test it in the UAT environment and then maybe shift it to prod. So from that aspect also, Nubra has like really strong features that we have here. So that said, thank you everyone for joining this webinar. I hope there was something nice to learn through this. We'll have one more on Friday during market hours where I'll try and deploy a strategy maybe. All right, thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.